From Australia to Vietnam, a journey of contrast and discovery. Leaving Australia for Vietnam was more than just a change in geography. It was a leap into a different world. As I packed my bags in Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, I felt the usual travel excitement mixed with the unknown of what lay ahead in Southeast Asia. I was trading familiar beaches, quiet suburbs, and predictable traffic for the vibrant chaos of Vietnam, and I couldn't wait. The flight itself, around 8 hours across time zones and cultures, felt like a transition zone. One moment I was in the calm orderliness of an Australian airport, and the next I was stepping into the heat and hustle of Ho Chi Minh City. It hit me immediately. The humidity, the sound of 1,000 scooters zipping by, the smell of street food, smoky, spicy and inviting. Everything moved faster, felt louder, and looked more alive. My first impression of Vietnam was sensory overload in the best possible way. Crossing the street became a skill, with motorbikes weaving around like schools of fish. The food, was fresh, cheap, and full of flavour. A bowl of pho cost less than a coffee back home, and Vietnamese iced coffee, café suada, became an instant addiction. But beyond the food and the traffic, it was the energy of Vietnam that struck me. In Australia, life flows with a certain rhythm, structured, spacious, and laid back. In Vietnam, it pulses. It's raw and real, from the markets filled with chatter to the night streets lit by lanterns and motorbike headlights. Every day brought something new. A conversation with a street vendor, a peaceful moment in a hidden cafe, a loud laugh in a crowded alleyway. Vietnam was different from everything I knew, and that difference taught me a lot. It reminded me to be open, to adapt, to let go of control and simply experience. Traveling from Australia to Vietnam wasn't just about distance, it was about perspective. It was a journey that shifted my sense of place and made me feel more connected to the world and to myself. Would you like life and unforgettable flavours? For many Australians, Vietnam has become one of the top travel destinations in Asia, and once you go, it's easy to see why. The journey begins. Most trips start with a direct flight from major Australian cities like Sydney, Melbourne, or Brisbane to either Ho Chi Minh City in the south or Hanoi in the north. Within 8 to 9 hours, you're in a different world. The moment you arrive, you're greeted with warm, humid air, the sound of endless motorbike horns, and the energy of cities that never really sleep. Southern Vietnam, the energy of Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City, formerly Saigon, is usually the first stop for many tourists. The city is a buzzing metropolis where modern skyscrapers sit next to French colonial buildings and war museums. Tourists love exploring, Ben Thanh Market for souvenirs and street food, Cu Chi tunnels for a deep dive into Vietnam War history, Bai Texco Tower Skydeck for stunning city views. Walking through the city, you'll witness how locals eat, commute and live, often all at once on the sidewalk. Central Vietnam, beaches and heritage. Heading north, the pace slows down in Da Nang, a coastal city known for its wide beaches and easygoing vibe. It's a perfect place for tourists to relax, enjoy seafood, and take day trips to famous sites like Ba Na Hills, home to the iconic Golden Bridge, Marble Mountains, especially at night when it breathes fire. Just a short ride away is Hoi An, a UNESCO World Heritage site that every tourist falls in love with. Its lantern-lit nights, preserved old town, tailor shops and riverside cafes offer a romantic and peaceful break from the big cities. Northern Vietnam, culture, capital and cruising. In the north lies Hanoi, the capital city, which offers a different kind of charm. Its old quarter is a maze of history, noise, motorbikes and mouth-watering street food. Don't miss Hoi An Lake in the early morning, Train Street, where trains run through narrow lanes, Bun Cha, the grilled pork dish famously eaten by Obama. From Hanoi, tourists often travel to Ha Long Bay, one of Vietnam's most breathtaking natural wonders. A cruise among the limestone casts is peaceful, surreal and picture-perfect, a highlight for almost every traveller. The food, a journey in itself. Vietnamese cuisine is a major reason tourists fall in love with the country. From pho and banh mi to fresh spring rolls and egg coffee, each region has its specialties. Food tours and cooking classes are popular experiences, offering travellers a hands-on taste of Vietnam's culinary culture. Culture, hospitality, and tourism growth. Tourism in Vietnam is booming, and the country is well prepared. English is widely spoken in tourist areas, and locals are generally warm, helpful, and proud to share their culture. Whether you're booking a cruise, joining a street food tour, or riding on the back of a local's motorbike, you'll find the tourism experience both affordable and unforgettable. Travel tips for Australians visiting Vietnam. Visas. Most travellers need an e-visa, which is easy to apply for online. Currency. The Vietnamese dong can be confusing. Lots of zeros, so carry a currency converter app. Safety. Vietnam is generally safe, but always watch out for petty theft in busy areas. Transport. Use apps like Grab for safe and cheap transport. Why Vietnam should be on every Australian's travel list. Vietnam is more than just a holiday, it's an adventure through contrasts. Old and new, fast and slow, bold and beautiful. It offers Australian tourists everything. Affordable travel, exotic experiences, stunning nature and rich cultural heritage. From the chaos of the cities to the calm of the countryside, every moment is a discovery. So whether you're craving culture, cuisine or coastal views, Vietnam will support War Remnants Museum, a powerful look at Vietnam's past. Location, 28 Va Văn Thuận Street, District 3, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Open daily, 7:30 a.m. 5:30 p.m. Last entry 4:30 p.m. Overview. The War Remnants Museum is one of the most visited museums in Vietnam, drawing more than 500,000 visitors a year. It offers a sobering and eye-opening look at the Vietnam War, called the American War in Vietnam, and its lasting effects on the country and its people. Originally opened in 1975, the museum houses a wide range of photographs, documents, AU to VND. Current exchange rate approx as of mid-2025, 1 AUD 17,000 VND. Check a live source like Google, xe.com, or your bank before exchanging. For example, conversions, $10 old by 160,000 VN, 5,800 V, 1.6 to 1.7 million VN not. Where to exchange money in Vietnam, option pros cons. Vietcombank BIDV, secure, fair rates, sometimes slower, paperwork. Currency exchange counters, airports, malls, easy to find, slightly lower rates. Gold shops, e.g. in Hanoi or Saigon. Best exchange rates, not all are licensed. Convenient 24/7, fees foreign plus local tells. Convenient, lowest rates, not or itinerary. Ho Chi Minh City Skyview, see the city from above by Texco Financial Tower, Saigon Skydeck. The most iconic Book Street, Dung Sac, a literary escape in the heart of Saigon. Location Nguyen Van Binh Street, District 1, Ho Chi Minh City. Opening hours, 8 and 10 p.m. daily. Admission. Free. What is Book Street? Tucked between the Notre Dame Cathedral and the Central Post Office, Nguyen Van Binh Book Street is a tranquil, tree-lined pedestrian lane dedicated to books, creativity and culture. It's a must-visit spot for anyone looking to slow down and enjoy the softer side of urban Vietnam. Opened in 2016, this unique street is home to over 20 bookshops, local publishers and reading spaces. Plus charm. Chat Hai, Hanoi City, the heartbeat of northern Vietnam. Location, northern Vietnam. Population, 8 million. Noi Bai International Airport, a city of culture, chaos and charm. Hanoi, Vietnam's capital for over 1,000 years, is a city where ancient history meets modern life. With its tree-lined boulevards, peaceful lakes, French colonial architecture and the buzz of scooters, Hanoi offers a distinct contrast to the energy of Ho Chi Minh City in the south. This is the soul of Vietnam, a city rich in tradition, resilience and local flavor. Top attractions in Hanoi. A maze of narrow streets over 1,000 years old, bustling with street vendors, tiny restaurants and motorbikes. Great for shopping, photography and trying authentic street food. Hon Kiem Lake, a peaceful escape in the middle of the city. Visit Ngoc Son Temple on the Red Bridge. Locals practice Tai Chi and dance at sunrise. Temple of Literature, Vietnam's first national university, built in 1070. Beautiful courtyards, Confucian shrines, and stone stelae. Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, final resting place of President Ho Chi Minh. Visit the nearby Presidential Palace, one-pillar pagoda, and Ho Chi Minh Museum. Train Street, a narrow alley where trains pass just inches from homes, famous for Instagram photos and coffee shops along the tracks. Note, access is sometimes restricted. Check before visiting. What to eat in Hanoi. Hanoi is the birthplace of pho, Vietnam's most famous noodle soup. Don't miss pho bo, beef noodle soup, bun cha, grilled pork with noodles. Obama ate it here. Cha ca, grilled fish with dill and noodles. Egg trung, sweet, rich, and unique to Hanoi. Shopping and souvenirs. Silk scarves and embroidered goods. Lacquerware, local brands and artisan products in the Old Quarter, Dong Xuan Market for bargain hunting and street snacks. Travel tips. Best time to visit. October to April, cooler and drier. Be cautious crossing the street. The scooter traffic never stops, but it flows around you. Dress modestly when visiting temples or the mausoleum. English is spoken in tourist areas, but learning a few local phrases is appreciated. Cultural experiences. Water puppet theatre, a traditional Vietnamese art form dating back 1,000 years. Cooking classes. Learn to make pho, spring rolls, and more. Local walking tours. Discover hidden alleyways and family-run businesses. Day trips from Hanoi. Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO site with cruises through limestone islands, 2.5 to 3 hours away. Ninh Binh, Ha Long Bay on land, with river caves, temples, and rice fields. Perfume Pagoda, a spiritual site reached by boat and cable car. Why visit Hanoi? Hanoi is not just a city you visit, it's a place you feel. From sipping egg coffee by the lake to hearing the hum of scooters in ancient alleyways, every moment in Hanoi is alive with history, flavor, and authenticity.
It was formed from small particles of the rock on stone that have been compacted by the pressure. It's really important because it often contains a fossil and give a clue what type of rock.
Whether you're a foodie, a culture lover, or a photographer, Hanoi is sure to capture your heart. Would you like this turned into a 3-day itinerary, video voiceover script, or printed travel guide page? I can also help with Hanoi hotel recommendations or a budget travel plan. Product or brand. If you've come across Legend Pearl, in a modern context, it could also be a jewelry brand or souvenir line inspired by Vietnamese legends. A product name for locally sourced or crafted mother-of-pearl, freshwater pearls, or artistic items tied to Hanoi or broader Vietnamese heritage. Some shops in Hanoi or Ha Long Bay sell legend pearls, high-quality pearls presented as being grown in the region and connected to cultural stories. In Ha Long Bay, whose name means descending dragon, there's a local pearl farming industry. Here the legend is that dragons descended to protect Vietnam and their teeth turned into islands and pearls. This adds another layer to the legend pearl concept, where pearls are seen as gifts of the dragons protecting the land. Summary: legend pearl can mean 1. A mythological symbol of wisdom and divine power in Vietnamese Asian legends, e.g. dragons or turtles with pearls. 2. A modern brand product, often linked to Ha Long Bay or Hanoi, inspired by those stories. 3. A poetic term for Vietnamese pearls with cultural storytelling. Would you like Vietnamese legends? The Flaming Pearl, Ngoc Lua. In East Asian and Vietnamese mythology, the flaming pearl is a sacred object often pursued or guarded by dragons, turtles, or phoenixes. It symbolizes enlightenment and knowledge, immortality, heavenly power. You'll frequently see carvings or paintings of a dragon chasing a pearl, the pearl sometimes emitting fire or light, which represents the pursuit of wisdom and cosmic truth. The Pearl and the Turtle. While the classic Hon Kim Lake legend focuses on this sacred sword, in some lesser-known or modern adaptations, the divine turtle Kim Kui is also said to possess or protect a glowing pearl. In this version, the pearl acts like a talisman, a symbol of divine protection and harmony with nature. The Turtle Tower in the center of Hoan Kiem Lake is often linked to these mystical associations. 2. Legend pearls from Ha Long Bay. Natural pearls plus mythical setting. Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in northern Vietnam, means Bay of the Descending Dragon. The legend tells of dragons sent by the gods to protect Vietnam from invaders. These dragons spat out jewels and jade, which formed the bay's islands. Day cruises are said to day cruises, 4 to 8 hours, ideal for travelers with limited time. Activities, sightseeing, kayaking, visiting caves. Example, Jade Sails Cruise offers a contemporary luxury design with a pool bar and large sun deck, visiting untouched parts of Lan Ha Bay. 2. Overnight cruises, 1 to 2 nights, ideal for immersive experiences. Activities, sunset parties, squid fishing, tai chi, cooking classes. Example, Orchid Cruise offers 2-day and 3-day itineraries sailing through Ha Long Bay and Lan Ha Bay with spacious cabins and various onboard activities. 3. Cruise categories, luxury, 5 to 6 stars, high-end amenities, spacious cabins. Mid-range, 4 stars, comfortable accommodations, good value. Budget 3 stars, basic facilities, affordable prices. Top cruise recommendations: one Orchid Cruise, duration 2 or 3 days. Highlights: spacious cabins with private balconies, visits to Lan Ha Bay and Cat Ba Island. Activities: kayaking, cave exploration, cooking classes.
Platform there, and then we do going down, and then we do walking. Yes, we do walking inside. Yes, almost 2 kilometers inside. Yes, we have to get through the 3 chambers inside. The first chamber is the very small, narrow. Second chamber is bigger. Last chamber is the biggest one. In total of the 3 chambers are 10,000 square meters. Okay. After 3 chambers, we do hiking up to the highest point there. Then we do going down to the exit. We pick up you in the exit over there. Okay. We spend 1 hour for the cave. 1 hour for the cave. 3 p.m. You have to be there. Okay. Now boat will be moving to the exit and pick up you in the exit. Don't come back here. Don't come back here. Okay. Yes, Madam Sir. This cave in Vietnam we call Hang Seng Sot. Hang means cave. Seng Sot means amazing. Okay. You know, before this cave was covered by the French people. Okay. You know, before it was covered by trees outside. But in last year, Yagi typhoon came here. Did you remember Yagi typhoon? Yagi typhoon came here. Yes, with the big wind, and then all the trees outside gone away. So that's why from outside here we can see the cave. Before nobody knew it, nobody saw it. French people, they came here and they saw the monkey play outside here, and they did follow the monkey to the cave, and they found this cave in the 1901. Yes, right now this cave is above sea level. It's 25 meters high to the sea level. Yes, and you know, before a lot of the local people, fishermen, used to be inside this cave for living for good shelter. Yes, but in the 1993, our government opened this cave for tourists, and then we removed all the local people to the land for better life. Ha Long Bay here is the big fishery in Vietnam. Big fishery means a lot of seafood and shellfish on the bay here. Before this area, just for the local people, they used to be on the floating houses. But you know, every day they release a lot of the garbage chewing to the bay. So that's why in the 2014, we decided to remove all the local people on the bay to the land. Otherwise, a lot of trash garbage on the bay here. So that's why we need to protect this area. Ha Long Bay here was recognized 3 times by UNESCO. First time in the 1994, second time in 2000, last time in the 2023. By the beautiful landscape, by the geology and geomorphology. Yes, you know, there are 1,969 the limestone island in the Ha Long Bay. Limestone island in the Ha Long Bay. Do you know what is the limestone? Limestone is the sedimentary rock, means it was formed from small particles of the rock or stone that have been compacted by the pressure. It's really important because it often contains a fossil and give a clue what type of rock was on the earth for long ago. Just like a tree ring. You know tree rings? The tree rings mean the rings inside a tree. If the tree there are 5 or 7 rings inside, means 5 or 7 years old for a tree. And the layer found in the sedimentary rock can tell about how important change in the environment and the ocean, the warning organisms such as oyster, coral, mussel, use the calcium carbonate found in the seawater to create the shells and the bone. Yes, once the organisms die, they were broken down by the wave and settle on the ocean floor and take a long time. The layer thick and thicker, and then tectonic cluster movement as well increase and decrease sea level in a million years ago and pushing the dead coral, that seashell up and then creating limestone. I mean the main material to form the limestone here was the dead coral and the seashell. The coral, seashell, they live in the seawater, they get old and they die and they settle on the ocean floor. A long time, layer thick and thicker, and then tectonic posting all those things up and then creating limestone. Limestone in the Ha Long Bay here, you see very soft stone, very soft stone. So that's why you see a lot of tree growing up on the limestone, a lot of tree growing up on the limestone. You know, before, yes, you saw before, yes, you see the hole like this. Yes, before smaller, it was smaller. Before this cave was under ocean. Before this cave was under ocean, and the tectonic pushing this cave up, and during the cave up, low tide, high tide, and wave that happened every day, and the hit to a rock and made erosion. It's like a constant dripping west away stone. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The constant dripping west away stone means erosion. Biggest. So now you follow me inside. I will show you the evidence of erosion in the cave. Means this one, limestone and soft stone. Okay, so now you follow me this way to explore the cave. Here we go.
Sung Sot Cave, Surprise Cave. Location, Bohon Island. Highlights, as the largest and most famous cave in Ha Long Bay, Sung Sot features 2 expansive chambers adorned with impressive stalactites and stalagmites. The cave's name, meaning surprise, reflects the awe visitors feel upon entering. 2. Thien Kung Cave, Heavenly Palace Cave, location Daogo Island, Highlights Island. Many travellers use a high-speed ferry, sometimes called a speedboat, to travel between Ha Long, Tun Chau Marina and Cat Ba Island to save time. Route and operator. Route, Tun Chau Ha Long, Jialuan, Cat Ba Island. Operan Chau Fast Ferry, sometimes branded Tuao Cat Ba Ferry. Schedule and duration. Trip time, 45 to 60 minutes by high-speed ferry. Site Turn Search 1, Search 7. Typical departures, low season Oct April, high season May Sep. From Tun Chau, 8:12:30 p.m. From Jialuan, 10:30 a.m., 3 p.m. In peak months, they may run 5 to 7 trips day. Always check the operator's website or ticket counter for exact times. Site Turn Search 1. Ticket price, ferry fare, 70,000, 880 VND per person. One way, side turn search 1, turn search 7. Speedboat, smaller, faster boats. 4 to 5 UE one way, takes 30 minutes. Booking and tips. 1. Advance booking. In high season, June, August, Tate, ferries often sell out. Reserve at least 1 to 2 days ahead. You can book direct through the Tuan Chau app, iOS, Android, or at the Tuan Chau ticket office. 2. Ticket counters, Tuan Chau Marina, Ha Long side, Jialuan Ferry Terminal, Cat Ba side. 3. Onboard regions. 1. Mekong Delta, Southern Vietnam. Significance. Known as Vietnam's Rice Bowl, the Mekong Delta produces over half of the country's rice and contributes to 70% of national rice exports. Landscape. A vast network of rivers and canals interwoven with rice paddies, floating markets and stilt houses. Harvest seasons. Multiple harvests per year due to its tropical climate, with peak seasons typically in May, June and November, December. Activities. Boat tours through canals, visits to floating markets and interactions with local farming communities. Nunna 2, Red River Delta, Northern Vietnam. Significance. A traditional rice-growing area with a rich cultural heritage. Landscape. Flat plains with extensive rice fields, interspersed with ancient villages and pagodas. Harvest seasons. 2 main crops, spring, May, June, and autumn, September, October. Activities. Cycling tours through villages, visits to traditional markets, and participation in local festivals. Scenic river tours during rice harvest. Tam Godong River. Experience.